Yesterday, there were protests at the premises of the National Assembly, the NEF, and others. While they were pro Natasha's protest, they were also protest to counter that protest by pro Natasha group. Before we take that video on that protest, we also want to look at what Daily Sun has on that same story. Akpabio breaks silence on Akpoti. Denies sexual harassment allegation, says mother raised him well. Women plans 1 million man march to demand Senate President resignation. It's a story that resonates on other papers we have on our menu. Just before we move on to other stories gracing the cover, let's see the protest video.
Easy, quickly set up your camera and get this, please.
Welcome back. That was a protest organized yesterday in solidarity of Natasha and Akpabio. There were two protest groups, one for Natasha and one for Senate President. Let's proceed on leadership cover stories to see other stories gracing the cover this Thursday. Length can urges resilience, national healing. 2 die in Lagos building collapse. Rivers hosts fresh local government polls in August. Reforms have stabilized Nigeria's economy, IMF. And we move towards the masthead of leadership. Lassa fever, Nigeria records 506 cases, 95 deaths in 8 weeks. Lassa fever, Nigeria records 506 cases, 95 deaths in 8 weeks. The story runs on page 22 of leadership. And on the business board, we have leadership partners MBTI to fight poverty in Nigeria. Let's see what the story is saying, because it's Leadership Group Limited Management that went in partnership, that went on a courtesy visit to the DG and management staff of National Board for Technology Incubation, MBTI, yesterday. Leadership Group Limited has opened channels of partnership with the National Board for Technology Incubation, MBTI, to promote entrepreneurship in Nigeria and fight poverty through technology, as well as enhance the commercialization of Nigerian products in both domestic and international markets. Indications to this development emerged when the delegation for the media giant, led by the Senior Director, Advert, Fadilia Ismail, and Director of Special Projects, Abdul Mumuni Balogun, paid a courtesy visit to the Director General of MBTI, Kazim Kolawore Raji, at the MBTI headquarters in Abuja yesterday. From that, we move to the stories above the masthead of leadership. Police kill 7 kidnappers, 9 robbers in Abuja. FCCPC sues multi-choice over DSTV Go TV price hike. It's no longer news. Of course, the multi-choice has increased its tariffs since 2 weeks ago, while FCCPC said no way. And today's story says it has taken the matter beyond the rhetorics to the color court. FCCPC sues multi-choice over DSTV Go TV price hike. It's on that note we move to the page 2 this time around today for our stand. Today's stand is on Osun local government crisis and due process. Osun local government crisis and due process. So recently, political gladiators at the national and state levels turned Osun state to a battleground. The crisis over the control of local government areas in the state provided them the opportunity to test their influence, might, and how much resources they have acquired through their appointments or elective offices. For those who control the judiciary and commanding heights of the security, it was the time for them to interpret court judgments on the crisis to suit their intent and give adversary that were purer and selfish. These are paragraphs on today's stand on leadership, Osun local government crisis, and due process. Don't forget, our stand is the editorial stand of the paper. What it means is that is what the paper, the voice of the paper for the day. And today's voice is on Osun local government crisis and due process. From that editorial, we move to the back page of leadership, where we have being blunt with Muazu Elize. Muazu Elize is the group managing director of Leadership Group Limited. And today's bluntness, as he puts it, is on as Obasa bounces back. As Obasa bounces back. We have the picture of the Speaker of the House of Lagos State House of Assembly, Obasa, with the gavel right on his back. And in quotes on that column, his confidence is dismissing a decision backed by 36 out of 40 lawmakers spoke volumes about the forces at play. His confidence in dismissing a decision backed by 36 out of 40 lawmakers spoke volumes about the forces at play. Definitely. Quote from as Obasa bounces back, being blunt with Muazu Elize. Before we leave the back page of